Perform a calculation on data within a column and it returns just one result row. So you can see on the right hand side we have customer first and last name from our customers table, and you can see when we select star from the customers table it returns multiple rows, so it returns all the customers within our table. But if we were to perform an aggregate function on this table, it would perform a calculation on these columns and just return one row. So for example, let's say we were to perform the count aggregate function on this column, this last name column, then it's going to count the number of rows within the last name column, the number of entries in the last name column, and it's going to return one result, so the number of rows in this table. So that's what an aggregate function does. It performs a calculation on a column and it returns just one value. So you can also use group by clauses to group the results by one or more columns. So let's say we wanted to count the number of customers in our customers table, but we wanted to group this data by their last name. Then we use a group by clause on the last name column, and for every unique last name, it's going to tell us how many customers we have with that last name. So you can see in the right hand side, the screenshot, we have John Smith and Mark Smith. So if we were to group by last name, it's going to return Smith with a value of 2, and any other repeated last names are going to have a value of more than 1. If there's only one person with that last name, then it will just return 1. But basically it will return a value for every unique last name that we have in our customers table. And when we're grouping data by column, we can use the having clause in a similar way to how we use the where clause in a select statement. So having and where are quite similar. We say group by a column and having this certain value. So we'll learn more about the having clause later on in this section, but that's basically what the having clause does. And the aggregate functions that we're going to learn about are count, sum, min, max, and average.